Hey everybody, in this video we take a look inside of Meng's new release, their Israeli Apache in 35th scale. Okay, so here's a box, big box, as with the TACAM one. And going around here, you got some colors, some detail. QS-005, I guess, is the model number. And there we go, another nice picture, CAD drawing of a beautiful looking aircraft. I think some information here about it. And yeah, there we go. So big, heavy box. Again, 35th scale. So let's open this up. And there we go. We got a box full of plastic. Now, again, I mentioned this is just going to be a review of this kit. I'll do a second video next Tuesday, which I'll compare this to a TACAM kit. But this one's just purely based upon the Meng. So you can just see here, I mean, it's going to be one of those fun games of trying to get this back in the box and I'm done. But, you know, tons of plastic. I mean, loads. And I'm going to put that to the side for now, and let's look at the instructions. So again, big pack here, paperwork. I guess what's in my hand, let's look at this little bag right here. So the interesting thing is, not only does it include masks, but they actually removed the surrounding area too, which is nice, which you don't really see often. It makes it easy to see the masks. So wretched staples, and we've got a small piece of photo etch right here. The masks, just like your kabui tape, but again, they peeled off like the surrounding area, so you can see real nicely. Again, having this included is a big bonus. I mean, you're paying $10, $15 for this alone, unless you have like a cricket machine or something. Now, I do have a cricket machine, so what I'll do is probably before I do anything, I will scan this in, so I just have a copy. So if I make this in the future, I can easily print out a another set of masks. And the decal sheet, as you can see, they're looking really nice. Nice vibrant colors, lots of stencils, and no problems there at all. And as you expect, printed by Cartograph. So can't get better than that. Cartograph decals are the best. So don't expect any issues with those, and no big decals. They're all tiny little stencils and numbers and stuff. Nothing too crazy going on there. So that's your first little pack. Now this bag, kind of rip into it. That's hard to open. All right. So here we got the instructions, as Meng do often in their kits. You got like the little, I don't know, kind of put them in the folder or whatever, information about the aircraft in Chinese. And then as we go through, we got English, like Russian. And that looks like maybe 3 languages, yeah. Okay, so just information cards. I mean, for me, they just go to recycling. I don't really keep or do anything with those. Beautiful color callout, which we'll look at in a minute. And let's look at instructions. Now, instructions are going to be in-depth. I'm not going to spend much time at all on this. I'm going to flick through it real quick and call out a few things I see. But yeah, just go to ScaleMate so you can look at the PDF online and study in your own time. But I don't want to spend an hour going through this big, thick book, which is 49 pages long. Well, actually longer, 50 pages long. So, okay, so firstly, nice instructions, and hope you're listening, TACAM, because when we do the comparison here, you'll definitely notice the difference here. So cockpit tub, going through here again, I'm just going to whisk through this 50 pages real quickly. I do have the Quinta Studio set for the TACAM kit. I'll be interested to measure it and see if it fits. Theoretically, it should fit in this Meng one too, so that's definitely be a nice upgrade. But again, just flicking through here, building the cockpit tub, nice clear instructions, you know, color, and this makes for, you know, nice build. Then we're working through on the main rotor shaft assembly. It tells you right top of the page here exactly what you're working on. Again, nice clear instructions, drilling a couple of holes in the main fuselage. Again, I'm just going to flick through this super fast. Stub wings. avionics compartment, which you can have open, and some detail. Engine assembly. Res Kit do a nice resin version for this too, but again, looks because it's detail. I'm just flicking through these pages. Tons of detail on here. Engines again, can open, which is nice. Okay, this page opens out for some reason. Not sure why I did that, but the mask set, which is included, shows you where the masks go. And note here, the glass work, one piece. I think the TACM kit, again, we'll do the comparison video, has multiple sections. So the fact it's all melt welded, put together, makes, you know, for a nice, easier build. Now this opens out here. Again, a little detail with the rifles going in, more masking. So you have one side closed, and then you can have the other side open if you like, or close it. And then going through again, attaching cockpit hatches, and you see a theme here, 3 languages throughout. You've got English, Chinese, and you have Russian. Keep going through here, more detail. The chain gun assembly looks pretty good. Again, Res Kit did a really nice one for this if you're interested. I think it's like a $15 upgrade, 3D printed. Main landing gear assembly, we've got weight on wheels. And attaching the chain gun, tail wheel. It's making my job way easier because it actually says at the top exactly what everything is, so no guessing. Adding parts to the fuselage still. Stores, looks like we got some pylons, and we have some spike missile launcher. We have fuel tanks, we have some Hellfire missiles, launcher for the missiles, then it all going on here. This is what I like about this version. It's just really stocked and loaded compared to some of the other Apache versions. Radar assembly, then on the rotors. Now, pretty sure this one comes with the folded in the instructions. Let's see. So blades out, and again, with I always say this in my helicopter reviews, I don't have the space to store a helicopter with the blades out. It's just way too big. So the fact you can fold them, hopefully, is going to be a deal breaker for me. And we'll see as you go through. Again, attaching the rotor blades. Okay, this one doesn't. I'm sure I saw the picture online, though. I had it folded, but I'm sure you could probably manipulate it. But again, same with TACM, has the blades out. Saying here, I'm sure you can manipulate this somehow with the pins and stuff to have them folded. Okay. And there we go. Parts at the back. And you do get the parts for the stowed wings. So it might be a case of really looking up the instructions for the American Apache, and maybe in there they have the instruction. Tells you that similar parts, might show you how you can fold those blades back. Colors, I'll keep that open for a little bit so you can see it. Actually, let me hold it a little closer. So you can pause that. And that is it, the instructions. Big, thick book. Again, not through as quick as I could. But looking very nice, easy to follow. Nice, big color call out. We really only have 1 markings. I'm sure you can change the number and stuff, but essentially 1 markings, as you can see here. Nice big call out, easy to read, see different colors, not black and white. That's one of my bugbearers. Some of these Spencer kits, like Great Wall Hobbies, sometimes you get the black and white, so it's nice to get a color. Yeah, you can see there these stencil markings. And on the other side, so yeah, this is very similar, I think. This one's the same aircraft. This is your painting. Okay. It's the same. Okay, I'll make sure I wasn't going crazy. So it's the same thing printed on both sides. Exactly the same. Same aircraft, everything. So I'm wondering maybe it's an error. I'm wondering maybe it's 2 different versions, like different squadron markings or something. But what you see on the back here, tail number 743 and all these, like, drawings and stuff, absolutely identical on both sides. So that's, yeah, they printed the same thing both. I'm sure that's an error. I'm sure it shouldn't be like that. So that's all the paperwork out of the way. Let's kind of get straight to plastic. I'll just take them as they come here. And I'm not necessarily going to open every single bag because I don't think it's necessary. But again, you can see the small parts here, zero flash, typical Meng, beautiful plastic. And this is the part I was just talking about, which you put on the back with the wing, the blades sit on it, the blade fold. So you do have the parts in here. Again, you see here, I can probably open this one. If I open every single bag, we're going to be here for like 3 hours, so I'm just going to run through as efficiently as possible. Okay, we got a bit broken off somewhere, and here you go, to the detail. Raised rivets. Has some flex to the plastic too, almost like ICM, kind of like slightly rubbery. So pretty kind of softish, so it should sound pretty well. All right, now we've got, this is an interesting one because we've got some of the avionics bays by the looks of it. See, nice detail. Again, all raised rivets. No problem at all. All right, some clear parts, some various, I think these are from Hellfire missiles. The noses of them, the cockpit tub. You got nice padding on the back. And the instrument panel. Very nice. And all the buttons, and nicely molded, so you should be able to pick those out, no problem at all. Paint those, or like I'm going to do, I'll probably sand it all back and use the Quintus Studio set. So I'll be measuring this one for sure, just to see. I'm pretty sure like my set I got already will fit that. Here's some rotor parts. I'm not going to open this bag up. Again, you can see from the bag, nice detail. The rotor blades themselves and some various other parts here. Again, looking really nice. Looks like ordnance. Looks like we've got various side panels here. Again, raised rivets, as it should be. And a bunch of Hellfire missiles on the back. Again, we don't necessarily open that, but you can see the detail through the bag. All right, let's open this one up. Looks like some smaller components and some wheels and stuff. So 2 of these sprues, L, and it's nice, they clearly labeled 2 on the top there. So when you got all these sprues lined up, you can find them pretty easily. Looks like we have a seat, various other parts. Again, not an ounce of flash on this, perfectly crisp molded. The wheels, weight on wheels, and all this fine detail. Absolutely amazing. See that kind of part there, for example. Perfectly molded. Couple of fuel tanks. I don't think we need to open that. Here's your launchers for your rockets. All right, and the side panels, again, see how beautifully molded it is. All raised rivets. And you obviously got the other side. All right, I mean, you can see how it's packed. This is along the back here. So if I open this guy up, and it's nice they put a little foam over there to protect it. So we've got two sides, and it gives you a real idea of the size of the actual aircraft itself here. So you can see there. And looking around, I don't have a tape measure with me, but it's anyway, here you go. And both sides, obviously, beautifully. I mean, see all the rivet detail. I mean, it just fits perfectly. I mean, it's not even, I've not even cleaned anything up, or just, you know, it's still on the sprue tree. But that front end there, see how it lines up? Absolutely perfect fit. It just clicked together without even me trying. So yeah, look at that, perfect. And you're not gonna have too much way of seam lines, because, like, for example, these areas, you got a panel that goes over the top, so it saves you having, you know, 4 inches of seam line. And then top here, you got the engines going on, the rotor blades and stuff. So it shouldn't be too bad. And then, but just seeing how it all lines up there, it's absolutely beautiful. And then last but not least, the clear parts. So it's a bag inside a bag, so that's interesting protection. So you got a bag with staples with another bag inside, which is kind of like shrink wrapped. So I'm building this soon, so I don't want to take all this off and damage any of these clear parts, but it's like a sticky kind of shrink wrap material around it. But you can see just right now for this bag, I mean, it's for a plastic bag, and it's absolutely crystal clear. There's no problems at all. And it's nice you got the rivet detail on there. Again, this is one piece, so you don't have to worry about gluing anything or seam lines. This is one piece, and then you just have the 2 windows at the side, which are separate to add in, which over the TACM kit is a big advantage. So there we go. That's it. I just zipped through the whole kit here. I try to make it quick as possible and the most efficient as possible. Kind of give you an idea of what's inside the box. So they have the normal version now. I say normal. I think it's the you know, the US version or the Western version. And then this is obviously the Israeli version, the 64D, which I originally was come out at the end of this year. So I didn't realize it was come out so quickly. So this one's out. I mentioned this one's, I think, $88.99 on Sprue Brothers US dollars, and they do have a special edition version for limited release, which is $125. So it's about $40 more. All I can tell between the two kits, between this and the special edition, is simply the special edition has 2 really nice resin pilot figures, and that is it. So for $40, you get 2 resin figures. So it's up to you if you decide if you want those figures or not. If you want to pay $40 for it, I'm sure you can find figures elsewhere. But other than that, the kits do seem absolutely identical. Now, I will say again, there seems to be an error in the instructions, I think, on the call-out sheet, because both sides are printed exactly the same, which seems kind of weird. So, but anyway, so yeah, here we go. That's the Meng AH-64D DI, I believe it is, SARAF. So there we go. Beautiful kit. Now, $88 on Sprue Brothers right now, or most other places, US dollars. I think it's a pretty good deal. It has that mast set included. The special edition, as I mentioned, is $125, $130-ish. The only difference I can see between 2 sets is that special edition has 2 resin pilot figures. So you're paying $40 for 2 pilot figures. Seems kind of expensive. So this one should be pretty cool. Now, some housekeeping. I went back and checked, and you can fold the blades on this one. So it has the same parts as in the previous boxing, the American D version. So if you go to ScaleMates and pull up the previous edition of this one, again, the American one, type in Meng Apache, pull the instructions PDF, go to pages 46, 47, and 48. It has instructions of how to do it. And all those parts on the K sprue and L sprue, I took a quick look, and I did see them in this kit. So same sprues. So you can fold the blades. Now, if it's totally accurate, I'm not sure if this Israeli one did have a blade fold, but for me, that's where I'm going, because I can't display it with the blades out. It's just way too big. So I will be folding the blades on my one. And again, parts are in the box. Just for some reason, not in the instructions, but go to ScaleMates and get the American instructions. So there we go. That's it. Beautiful looking kit. Definitely be building it. So if you want to see me build this one and you haven't done so already, please follow me on Patreon and see my weekly build updates, and hit the subscribe button because it really helps my channel out. So thank you. Oh, just say next Tuesday, come back. I'll do a comparison with this one and the TACAM one. And yeah, we'll see how it compares. So thank you for watching. See you next Tuesday. Bye.